Ghost shrimp can get infected with parasites called horsehair worms. These parasites only infect crustaceans, well, also praying mantises, and this is the horsehair worm expelled. These guys are a lot bigger than the actual shrimp itself. So really these guys go after terrestrial and aquatic insects. They don't infect or harm any humans, pets, or plants, so that's a good worry to take out of the way. So some examples are crustaceans like aquatic species like crab and shrimp, in which this is the video about ghost shrimp, for example. They could also infect things like grasshoppers, various types of beetles, praying mantises, crickets, grasshoppers, and so on. What these horsehair worms do is they will coil up inside the shrimp's body, as you can see inside this ghost shrimp that I had bought from Petco for my Oscar fish tank. He ended up eating them all, by the way. And this horsehair worm was inside the like 30 shrimp that I had bought. Look at all their cute little faces. This was August 4th back in 2025 when I had ended up just taking the shrimp and separating him, putting him in his own little tank. I was trying to figure out what to do, and my heart just could not kill him. And they recommend online to euthanize the shrimp, clove oil, stuff like that, or just bang the bag and get it done and over with. Look, I can't do that. My heart, no. So I wanted to do an experiment. After getting all these cute little guys here, the purpose was for them to be cleaning and taking care of algae, just extra debris in my tank, because Oscar fish are messy. But when I noticed him and he had that little coil-like thing in his head, I had to do something. These were some of the females. One with the green had a bunch of eggs, a cluster of eggs in her. But anyway, just so the other shrimp couldn't get infected, I ended up just taking him and separating him, and I had a glass little tank that I had and a little plant, and just put him in there by himself, so that way he couldn't risk continuing to infect the other shrimp as well. So once you notice that one shrimp is infected, make sure to separate those from the others. And truthfully, do with what you will. This was my science project experiment, just to try to see what I could do to either hopefully have a successful removal, not on my end, but naturally letting nature take its course. Now, these horsehair worms, when they are ready to exit after feeding on the insides of the shrimp, tricking the shrimp to continuously want to eat most of the time, so that way they are feeding, they will either enter out the vent, which is the anal area of the shrimp, or they will come out the side, in which I believe, at first I didn't notice, but as editing this video, I did notice, and you'll see throughout the video that I believe that the horsehair worm parasite did successfully make its entrance on the way out of the shrimp, out the side of his abdomen, rather than the vent. And I say that because he had like a red dot on the side, and as he slowly started to die, you can just see it. So anyway, as you can tell how active he is, and like I said, it wasn't in my heart to kill him, but if he had to die, naturally nature, unfortunately, as harsh and cruel as this sounds, but let nature do its thing. But I wanted to be the eyes to visually see that. And so here's all the cute little shrimp that I bought originally for my Oscar fish tank. There was about like 30 of them. Mind the dead fish floating up there. That was like a guppy from the tank. Anyway, so these guys, when I put them in there, my Oscar ended up eating them all, like I said, but oh well. And this was one of them that was in the tank, and over a course of like 2 days, he ended up eating them. But I felt awful. Can't get those guys no more, unless you want to use them as feeders. But anyway, in the midst of the project, I thought it was kind of fun just to take a cute little video and just see the shrimp scattered throughout the tank, in which you could see this guy was hiding in the leaf. So this was August 15th. Now, August 4th is when I got the shrimp, so this is when I saw the horsehair worm when I woke up in the morning checking on the shrimp every day. This is when it exited out. And when I saw this exit out of the shrimp, I'm trying to pay attention to its behavior and looking at the horsehair worm. I was like, okay, let's get these guys separated. So I had my shrimp, my brine shrimp, like the little sea monkey tank that I just had. So I used that for the horsehair worm so I could separate him from the shrimp. And you can already see he's faded in color. Like, he's a bit more like he's turning white. And when ghost shrimp do that, this is August 17th. So a couple days later after the worm was expelled. So I was documenting behavior and everything. But anyway, he started to lose his color a bit, and right there, that red dot on his abdomen, I believe, is where the horsehair parasite came out. And you can just see he just started to lose life. Like he just was just fading away. Look, they're supposed to be transparent, yes, but when ghost shrimp start to turn like that whitish, filmy like color, this is, yeah, them being stressed and slowly dying, actually. So August 17th, you can see he was just losing it. Like he kept trying to find a way to eat. He wanted to eat the fish flake. He actually loved those, but unfortunately, it's like he just kept trying to go back to it, but he just couldn't eat it. Like, it was just really sad to see. Truthfully, I felt really bad for this shrimp. But again, for the sake of science, this is just where we're at. So that worm I gave, like, you know, I would give a bubbler here and there to the shrimp occasionally because I didn't have a bubbler at the time for them. So I would just blow air bubbles in a straw to keep some aeration in there. Now that horsehair worm, I didn't do absolutely nothing. I was just trying to see, is it going to live in, you know, just still water? What's the thing that this thing is going to end up doing? And truthfully, this shrimp died after 13 days of me having him from August 4th up until August 23rd. And August 15th is when he expelled the shrimp. He passed away on that Saturday, August 23rd of 2025. And, you know, after he was dead in the tank for, yes, I left him for 2 days to see if he would also change color again after being dead. And he was more of like a orangey, tannish type, pinkish color after being dead. Of course, cleaning the tank out and getting rid of everything, but it was just to see what colorations take effect, in which you can see right here. So that's when he was dead for 2 days already. Sorry, I forgot to record truthfully on the 23rd, but yeah, it was just like a fresh, like that faded color, you know. And this was the horsehair worm. So anyway, going back to the horsehair worm, I wanted to see, I was skipping here, but this guy, like, he was still alive. And I left him in here for about like 33 days or so, still moving. See that little twitch? Still alive. I didn't feed him, which you really don't want to feed parasites regardless anyway, because once these guys exit out the vent or the abdomen side of the shrimp, understand that they are ready just to breed and spread more. They don't need any food because the food that they sat feeding on is like extra, like fats and stuff that's like built up. So it's basically like living off of that until it finds a new mate to mate. So anyway, when I ended up keeping it, I ended up flushing this horsehair worm down the toilet because it was just disgusting. And it had little mini tiny parasites that were everywhere mixed with the water. When I looked up close, they were like tiny little everywhere worms, mini versions of itself. And I'm like, oh, hell no. And so got some of that boiling hot water after pouring it down the toilet and flushing it and bleaching the shit out of my toilet afterwards and everything to make sure that that whole horsehair worm experiment was just done, because I couldn't sit and keep staring at it and letting it multiply inside alone. So anyways, guys, thanks for staying tuned with my project. I hope you guys have learned something as much as I've honestly am still learning new things, and this was definitely a very interesting project. So take care, and I hope you guys learned something new. Bye for now.